morning again, everybody. Welcome to another ladies' room for this Wednesday, March 10th. I don't know what happened. It seems as though these guys are doing what they want lately because we had the name, we had the topic, and everything queued up and ready to roll. So I don't know why they decided to do their own thing. So we got the topic today, and Kareem, I'm so wanting to plead the fifth on this one, but I'm just gonna jump in because I like confusion, so I'm gonna follow along today. You what? Hold on, we're not hearing you. Yeah, hearing you now.
Check.
Yeah. So let me just quickly say good morning to everybody. Welcome inside the room. Let me just put in the topic again quickly. We got it here. All right. Yeah, so go ahead. Don't mind me. Go ahead. See what you got to say.
So, ladies. He says, babe.
It's too early for this.
He says, babe, I want to spice up our relationship by bringing in another woman. What is your response, ladies? What is your response to that? So he says, baby, I want to spice up the relationship by bringing in another woman. Ladies, how are you responding to
I
that?
need you to be on the screen for yourself to repeat that topic again.
This is not Kareem's day, so don't meet me in the road at Stonema, please. He says, babe, honey, wifey, whatever. I want to spice up our relationship by bringing in another female, another woman. Ladies, how do you respond to that? That's what I want to know today.
Did you see the thing I posted yesterday on my Facebook page? This is so appropriate right now. The monkey that said, I think it was when your man is talking to you about your attitude, and he was just the monkey was just rolling eyes and like whatever. This is really appropriate right now. Like whatever. First of all, he says, let me break this down. Let's break this down. And I would love for guys to jump in and for our ladies to jump in as well. I'd love for you guys to call us this morning. And of course, you can send us your voice notes on 440-9595. To begin with, he could say whatever he wants, right? Let's just get it out of the way. At least he's asking. He didn't just bring somebody in. But even before asking, isn't that a conversation you sit and you like sort of set the groundwork, you warm up the...
In the beginning of the relationship?
Yeah, like how our take on it. How do you feel about, third parties involved and...
Well, I mean, you see, back then, remember, he said he want to spice it up, which means that back then, probably things was nice. Life in London, he excited, she excited. They handling, they scene. Happy-go-lucky. But then later, don't get the relationship.
Hold on, somebody says, is he bringing her in to cook?
Yeah, later don't get the relationship. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she started to do same position. Is up and down and top below, I want to spice up the thing.
You want to spice it up. So first of all...
The man. This has
I'm talking about you.
nothing to do with Rasta.
We're talking about you. You're the one who's speaking. So me and you. You want to spice up the relationship, right? Did you tell me before you wanted to spice up that you had issues with our bedroom relationship, that we need to, maybe I'm boring, maybe I need to put a little bit more effort into whatever? Did we have a conversation before we get to the third party? That's all I want to know. Yes. And based on that conversation, what was said? Were there any moves to... You see the problem I was having earlier?
Here we go. Here we go.
Somebody said anytime I start like that, they was duck. A bus driver said to me, say, when you hear you go in that tone, you see, the problem with us having all your, he said, when you go in that, you don't say, same thing you just said, Lord, she start.
You say about boss lady, you must know when to run.
She start. The problem with us having all your, all your friends, all of us see all your friends talking about thing, and sometimes lie. Sometimes they ain't doing nothing, sometimes nothing so, but y'all want to fit in and want to be able to be part of the conversation. You met homegirl doing the same 3 styles, same 3 positions probably, and you were okay with that. Now all of a sudden you want spice. You were getting tamarind ball. Now you want to move to guava cheese. You didn't have no problem with tamarind ball all along, but all of a sudden you hear somebody come and talk about guava cheese nice, or coconut fudge, and you want coconut fudge now all of a sudden. Now that again goes back to how open the person may be or not, because maybe she's not the type of person, maybe she's not open to those things, so you have to know the person you're dealing with first to even bring that to the table. There are some who have no issues, you want to explore a bit, you want to spice up your relationship like you said, and then you probably will do it because he wants to or not because you want to do it. So the first thing is, I would say, is you have to want to do it and not for the wrong reason because he says so or he wants spice. Maybe you good, maybe you don't even want spice. What if you tell him you want spice too? Let me hear the response. If I were to say to you, we need more spice, so bring somebody else, and not of the same sex, of your sex, how would you feel?
Well, if you want to come and, if you want to come and cut the grass and take outside, then no scene, but...
But what?
Nah.
So we not
one key for one lock.
So we not a 9 now.
Any other than that, you die. But how you responding? Think about it. I want to hear your honest response. If I come and say, babes, that's that. We was going on. I want a little spice in the relationship. So let me bring in Sandra.
You could pay for spice?
And I'm telling you that.
No, we could bring in spice.
While we in bed, I'm telling you that.
You could pay for Grace Hamilton spice. You could pay for that spice.
That's why you're asking me?
Yeah, if you're looking for spice, you have to be able... First to begin with, some of you can't even handle the one you have, but you want to bring in spice. What if I were to tell you, you can't even... I'm not even satisfied by you, so how you bringing in spice to even add any spice and you're not even good at what you're doing in the first place, but you want spice? How would you feel? Hold on, let's stick up in. Morning.
Hi, morning.
Morning.
Very interesting conversation this morning. But as Aruna was saying, it's nice. Hold on, not as nice.
Take your time. Take your time.
Choose your words carefully, right? Choose your words very carefully.
I don't
rephrase.
Yes, I'm going to rephrase that. It is nice. There's nothing wrong in either party requesting to maybe spice up things. Because when you're in a monogamous, air quotes, relationship for like 5-6 years, sometimes things get very routine. So there's nothing wrong with suggesting like a spice up.
Exactly.
You don't always have to add a new sexual partner for things to get spicy. Number one, sometimes one or both persons are already doing that on the side. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't always have to add a sexual partner to spice things up. Sometimes y'all just maybe need to go somewhere and be freaky, get out of your comfort zone and, do something. However, if y'all of a certain sexual fluidity and y'all want to add a partner, there's also nothing wrong with that. Y'all are consenting adults. But every time we have that conversation, it's always a man want to bring a woman. Let's bring another man. Women must get tired of taking the same penis over.
Hello, hi.
Yes, sir, I'm listening.
What I really hate this morning.
Y'all think women does not get tired of tasting and taking the same penis over and over and over and over? We might like some flavor too. We might be watching somebody we would love to bring in the bedroom. We want to get satisfied to have two men just there pleasing us. Oh, hell yeah.
Miss, have a nice day. Have a very nice Wednesday. It was nice talking to you.
Put that in your pipe. Okay? Bye-bye.
You see how quick you run you? You see how quick you want to run? You see how quick you want to run the collar? You see how quick?
Hey. Hey.
The expression on your face
Wait.
was priceless. The hello was priceless. No, I mean it's a genuine question. If you wanna go down that road, I mean, let's flip the script. Somebody say hang up on the collar ASAP.
Well, I don't understand.
No.
Pull the plug on that.
No. We ain't hanging up today at all. I just want to run in my room and do what all you want this morning. Relax. Take that and cool it. So we asking the question.
Yeah,
It's a genuine question.
if we think women does get tired too.
Tired of
But here now,
Because-
ball, they didn't say nothing.
because listen.
Well, they didn't say
one
nothing.
thing women have learned when it comes to men and their little egos, where bedroom is concerned, y'all are very fragile. Y'all could take a lot of verbal abuse from women, but when it comes to questioning your bedroom styles or lack of, y'all aren't able to handle
No,
that.
well-
Not every man is able to handle that.
Well, I mean,
A lot of y'all, your egos, the way it's set up. To begin with, every man think they're a lion in the bedroom, they're the best thing, whatever.
Well, if you
And
take
women are
away
to blame
that-
for that, because not many women speak up and say, well, I'm not satisfied, or this, that, or the other.
my point.
Right? So sometimes even boost you all up where y'all don't even need boosting, because it's not even that good to boost up in the first place. But you're bad, you're the best. And in your mind, you're like, are you real fed up with Huey? But you have not established that relationship where you openly speak about lack of or areas that need improvement. So homeboy's way of dealing with that is suggesting somebody else.
And you
But
see,
my
we
point
open.
remains, if you can't handle the one you have, how are you going to handle Spice? When to begin with, if I were to say to you, well, to begin with, how you plan to handle me and Spice when I'm not even satisfied with you to begin
I
with. That
see,
is why we
but-
need
but hold
spicing
on.
up, because you're mediocre, you're average, you're not
Yeah, but
even.
we don't know that because you didn't say anything, right? So if we doing it and you ain't saying nothing, we of the impression that things nice. You're satisfied, we doing all the necessaries, all the thing, we climbing the walls and thing,
We
And-
climbing the wall.
and
Sometimes it's not even we. You think
no.
you
As
think
in
I'm
the man.
climbing, and you think.
we doing we thing.
Listen,
If you ain't saying
the
nothing,
problem is we have too many
will
actresses.
be of the impression that we putting it down best.
We have too many actresses,
As
and that
they
is
just
where
say,
women
we
are
putting
leading
it down best.
men wrong.
Right? So
Women
if-
act too much and not
So
actually say
if-
how they feel.
So when we come now and we say we want to spice it up, and you asking me, how come, how I plan to handle the next session when I can't even handle you? I get vexed because where all of that come out all of a sudden, you just know I
It
can't
wasn't all of
handle
a
you.
sudden. I'm just telling you now. Not all of a sudden. It's been a while.
But
like I
why?
said,
Why you guys
Hear how
all
you
you
behaving.
vocal about the wares?
But
All you
Karim,
vocal about
hear
hanging
how
up
you
the clothes
getting
and
on.
thing.
I ain't
Why
even-
you can't be vocal about that? To
Hear how
be
you
honest.
getting on. I ain't even tell you yet, and hear your pressure start to go up already. So
that is
imagine
sensitive
coming.
topic for
So
man.
imagine coming to your man and telling him that. The reaction you would get, because I mean, even tell you nothing yet, and then you start to rev up already.
You tell me.
You start to rev up already and get feelings long time. Look, you start to get feelings already. So that is the point. A lot of women downplay it, pretend that it's this, that, or the other, when it's not. When you should be open and upfront with the person that you're dealing with, and let them know your likes, dislikes, and not pretend that you are when in fact you're not, and that is the problem.
Yeah, ladies, take
There's
notes.
too many actresses pretending that you like something when you don't like it, and the homeboy now coming and talking about Spice, and then you tell him, well, me ain't really happy with you in the first place, so me know what you do with Spice.
I get vexed. Where that come out? Because y'all vocal about every other thing.
I tell you about the feelings. We are vocal about everything, but we still, y'all say we ain't concerned about all your feelings. But that is one area we're very concerned about, and we don't want to hurt y'all little feelings, because a lot of you cannot handle that. Because like I said, based on previous relationships or whatever the case might be, you believe that you are the best when it comes to that. So hearing somebody say to you that you whack is not something you'll take too kindly unless you're that open sort of man. A lot of women wait until the relationship is over to tell a man how inadequate he was, his shortcomings, how wacky he was after the fact when you want to hurt his feelings, deliberately hurt his feelings, and not while you're in a relationship with the person. Tell the person about their shortcomings, literally, and whatever. Let the person know what their shortcomings are. Don't pretend that you're.
But you see, you still have to tell the man because, I mean, think about it.
Hold on. Somebody calling you. Good morning. Turn on the radio and talk to us.
Morning.
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 All right. Well, we made this conversation. Is this Karim?
Yes.
All right. Karim, my boy.
Mm.
I didn't know what this lady is going to try and say, right? But them woman and them one or another man do the thing. But the guy will handle the one they have too. They make fun of, listen, when they make fun of the one little joke, so you might say, no, baby, too much. You understand what I'm
Sort of that. What are you saying?
You understand? Because they balling for extra. The bring extra, they can't do it. You don't want to juke the ball.
Mm.
So what do you want extra man? That's why you want an extra woman in the thing.
Exactly. And it's that. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you
That is the point there, you know. No, there should be any other question, any other statement. If you can handle one little joke, then yeah. You can't do the one little joke, but one next.
But you can't handle one little joke and you want more.
Wow.
I never see that yet. Brother, thank you.
Wow, look
Thank
how quick! Look how quick they flip this script. Those were my words. There's no flipping off scripts here. You hear? You get excited now. When the previous caller mentioned that, he was all no, hello, cut off. Now all of a sudden you hear him now. You hear he get back hype again, like he finally found his. Listen.
Anyway, the point I was making is that you still have to tell us, even though it's a sensitive topic in the bedroom, because think about it, right? You tell us that we're not satisfied and whatever. You really feel we had a nerve to come and tell you after that about spice and this and that? No. I mean, we go be hurt and thing, but any real man would then go back to the drawing board and try and come again to please the woman. For real. Why is the worst that could happen why you go leave here because you tell him, oh, you're not pleasing man, this and that? Nah. You're going and learn some tricks and come back again. That is man, because remember you said it's a sensitive topic for man. You understand? Every man want to be the best. They want to put it down best, so they go back to the drawing board and come again.
Somebody said, Mr. Caller, the balling and antics is solely for your ego. Don't get tired up. That, listen.
Call out about them, eh?
I just said to you, there's a lot of acting that happens. And if men aren't aware of that by now, I don't know when y'all gonna get the memo again. There's a lot of acting. And if you're so good at what you're doing, before you even want to bring in spice, you should know the real from the fake, the acting from the real. You should know when you really satisfying the person you're with and they're just making a whole bag of noise and commotion for no reason at all. I'm sure sometimes y'all ask yourself, is that even necessary? Did I really do that much to get that sort of reaction? Is the question. So before you ask for things, there's nothing asking for spice, but I'm saying make sure that you have properly taken care of and you've exhausted all ways of bringing spice without actually adding a physical spice to it.
But you see, how we gonna know the thing in season? You see, we thinking it not season on our end, so we want to add the spice to season it up. But we thinking that everything good on your side too. But sometimes it's not even about spice and not being satisfied, and it's just nasty habit. And okay, you hear people talking about it and say, oh, you hear your partner and them talking about, oh, they do this and do that, and you want to try it. Sometimes it's just about the experience. Sometimes it's not even about missing spice or needing spice. You just want to experience something. So just be upfront and say, listen, I hear people talking about that, or my partner and them try that, and I've been curious about it, and just for curiosity's sake. Don't use no spice and want to hurt people's ego just the same way. Don't bring no spice about we have problems, because all along I think we go the same way, and all of a sudden you want spice. So if you're curious and you want to get into something out of that curiosity, then say so. Be upfront, be straight. You've heard about it. I mean, if you were to ask 9 out of 10 men, they'll probably say, yeah, that is one of their fantasies or whatever, to have somebody else, to add somebody else. And it's not because they're bored with you or whatever. It's just because they're curious and they want to experience it. It could be just a one-off thing. You experience it at one time, and after that you have no interest. You know what I mean? So a one-time spice.
You asking for spice? Me know often.
A one-time spice. Please.
According to the spice,
Anyway,
spice selling in the
to the
market.
men, here
You
now.
have ground spice.
now.
You can get $2 a bag, and you have
Yeah.
the whole stick. You can get 5 and 10 go up.
But to the
So
men,
you decide what spice you want to work with. I could grate up some spice for you in the kitchen, ground it,
we could call
or-
Jerry. We have some ginger.
or I could give you whole spice. Say how you want it.
But here now,
But-
to the men, don't get any ideas. You know. Don't go home tonight and ask your woman that you might not get nothing. Know your partner. Know if your
There's
partner is
nothing wrong in
open.
admitting you want to explore. You want to,
what?
you're curious and stuff
You-
like that. But don't come
mm-mm,
with this. You
mm-mm.
want spice and
A man tell the wrong woman that at the wrong
you're getting
time.
put out. Some you could get put out for that. That could end the relationship. You got to know who you're bringing
That's
those things
that-
to. Not
that's what
everybody
I'm
are
saying.
open to those things. Some people are
Exactly.
very.
You bring that to the wrong person and you die, homeboy.
What's the word? There are some women that are not very. Somebody help me with the word I'm looking for. You know, not very open to those things. I mean, very reserved.
Yeah.
A bit on the conservative side in the bedroom. And there are some people you can't tell that to at all. They be like, nope, nope, no,
Never.
no,
Can't
not
bring
even
that.
let me think about it. Now let me no. There's just no. So again,
and then, hey, if you tell the wrong woman that she holding it against you, that go come up when you do thing wrong and she say, remember when you ask for spice and match?
you out and they call you all kind of stink man
Study
and
all your
man,
head.
all kind
Study
of
all your
man.
head. Aight.
You know that what you're doing? Where you want to come and bring it here all of a
Study all your
sudden.
head. Oh, yeah.
Someone says, so what about communication? You can communicate without words. Take control and teach him and let him teach you also. Grow together. And for those scared about abuse, why you're still there, sis? Says, imagine y'all bring someone in the bedroom. I'm sure it's something he or she would always want. What about, as a matter of fact, I've read and heard about a lot of stories where things like that actually ended up ruining the relationship. Because I was looking at what's his face? Some show on the television where the wife found out that the man continued the engagement with the spice after it was a one-time thing. They agreed for one time, and later on she found out behind her back he was engaging in a sexual affair had a sexual affair with the young lady that they both agreed to. And it ended the relationship because, according to her, she felt betrayed because they agreed it was going to be a one-time thing. She did it because of him, and he was not supposed to continue communicating in any way with the young lady after. And they were doing it. So
That's crazy.
someone says, I think many women agree to threesomes because they think it's what's required to keep their man. It's almost the norm these
True.
days, and that's pressure put on women to live up to that fantasy. Again, like I said, either you're for it or not. If you're not for it, don't force yourself.
Teacher's one, yeah.
Don't force yourself. And at the end of the day, you're beating yourself up. You can't live it yourself. You're questioning your pride and leave it alone. Everything isn't for everybody. Someone says, I'm open to that experience, but it's not as easy as we imagine. Too much emotions are involved. We just looking at it at face value. There's a lot of emotions. Before,
Especially
during,
if you've
after,
been
how do you
there
deal
for a
with it?
while, yeah.
Sheena says, these are conversations to have while dating to get an idea how the other person views these situations. And that's what I said earlier on. You're supposed to have those conversations prior. So you have an idea at the back of your mind, okay, how do I approach this? How do I...
Man go afraid to ask that in the beginning.
Why not?
Yeah, they scared they ain't get through.
If you ain't get through, you ain't get through.
Yeah, man go
If
afraid
there's
to ask
somebody
that in
else,
the beginning.
that means it
because
wasn't meant to be. Then there's
next
somebody
thing
else.
she didn't take it well. Imagine on your first couple of dates. The man, I know we only had 3 dates, but what are your thoughts on having an open relationship whereby we include somebody else? Man, watching across the dinner table, like, she come
that-
to that boy.
Either she's for it or she's against it. If she's against it, then that's what you want, and it's not something you're willing to compromise on. You go your way smiling, you go your way rejoicing. Somebody else, I'm sure, will probably agree to that. So, what you gonna do?
But you know, devil's advocate, it could be a situation whereby my man was doing anything all along on the side, and he probably realized that what was in the dark is coming to light. So you bring the idea of spice to bring that person into the family so that John Public can say he was cheating all the while.
Someone says taking time to know the person is key. So even after some tweaking needs to be done, you can speak about a single thing. Someone says they're asking for problems in the relationship. Another person says, Cashel, you're late. We're getting ready to go. You come when we're ready to leave. Dwight says at the end of the day, most people will have their sexual convos on the phone as to what they like and dislike. Therefore, if the man is still falling short, then maybe teaching him your body and what gets you off will get his mind off bringing another person in. His ego will be boosted knowing that he's making you feel the way you want. I'm telling you, in this day and age, people are still scared to have to speak on these things. People still act as though we still fell from the sky or we came from a coconut or Noah dropped us off from the ark or something. And imagine in 2021, people are still scared to have those conversations. People still shy away from those conversations and not realizing it is perfectly healthy and normal to have these conversations and to be as open as possible. That way you knock off a lot of issues. There's little surprises. You're not caught off guard. You know what to expect basically, and you're open about it, because not every woman you could have been with. You've probably been with. I am saying could have. Let me cut off the have. You've probably been with 50, 60 women in your life, and that is one of the misconceptions some men seem to have, that every woman is the same. So if they've been with 60 women, you're going to do the same thing on all 60 of them. No two women are the same, right? What Jill would like, what Cashel would like, I would not like it. So it's important to get to know the person you're with and not think because all the 59 before 60 didn't complain. And that is what gets you guys thinking, okay, well, you're the best. And today, because nobody ain't complaining, nobody ain't saying, nobody never, only you alone not complaining. But, okay, well, maybe me alone know what I want. So if you were dealing with 59, you're not supposed to do all the things you did on 59 on 60. You're supposed to learn that person, understand what makes that person, what they like, what they don't like, what have you. But y'all bring the same game to every person and thinking that's what they like. And again, you can't blame you completely. You have to blame women as well for not speaking up and voicing their likes and dislikes. Maybe you're not comfortable having the one-on-one conversation. Write it out. The way you write a status or answer under everybody's status answering, write it out. Use your phone. Go into your notes and write out in details what it is you like or don't like about, the things he would do or not do. And if he takes offense to it, then that's your business. I'm the one who has to suffer through your shortcomings, not you. So if you're complaining and I'm telling you something to genuinely help the relationship, help our bedroom, and you get offended, then that's your business. Take your shortcomings and go.
That's your face.
So too many women are sitting and subjecting themselves to things that they're not enjoying because they don't want to hurt his feelings. I mean, you don't have to say it in a way that we're blunt and offensive. I mean, let's talk, or let's watch a movie or watch something that will probably explain what I'm trying to explain, But if that's what floats your boat, so be it. But back to the question. What you played that for? Yeah, so back to the question of what would your response be? It depends. It depends on the situation, on the conversation, on the relationship. You can't ask every woman that. Yeah? Ansky says when a woman want to be with you, they deal with the shortcoming. Oh, wow, Ansky. Wow. You deal with the shortcoming. Not find ways to fix it or make it better. You deal with it and suffer in silence, right? So you see why a lot of women don't say anything?
The man and them drink their breakfast. They had their breakfast this morning. I'm pleased.
Wow.
I am pleased.
But Senior says most men would love if a woman would open her mouth and tell him what she wants in the bedroom. They aim to please. That is true as well. Don't open your hand because you didn't say that. You're a whole man and which part? When?
Since about 11:05, I say that.
You're a whole man and you didn't say nothing about woman should open their mouth and say anything.
Wow. People on the live,
I don't remember.
comment please now.
Anyways,
She suffered from old age now. She getting old. Tell her that.
boy, not many people living to see my age these days, so I'm taking it as a pleasure to suffer from old age. You're watching the stats. 20s and 30s are
You
dying.
understand?
Anywho's, guys, an absolute pleasure taking you through this morning. We'll be back tomorrow, God's will, with another one. So hope you guys will join us for that. And remember, the ladies' room came to you through the kind compliments of Beacon Insurance and Western Union. Okay? Have a good Wednesday. Back tomorrow with another one.
Ladies Room comes to you compliments of